Hi Gemini, welcome into your 2023 yearly tarot reading. I do want to thank you so much for joining me for your presence, but I also want to remind you this is general for your year. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And I more than appreciate your likes, your comments, and of course subscriptions to the channel if you haven't joined this amazing strong Gemini tribe already. But I pre-pulled an overall energy for your year, overall oracle, if you will, from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck. And that is prosperity. Absolutely beautiful. It's going to be a very prosperous year for you, to say the very least. I mean, talk about an amazing energy overall to have to speak upon your new year, okay? And I feel like I'm hearing the sweet results await as I'm being drawn to the bee. I feel like your hard work is paying off throughout the year in different ways, okay? Things are building, expanding, and just you're thriving through it all, okay? I'm hearing being an example. I do feel as if there is going to be a push at certain points throughout the year to stop and smell the roses, because I feel like it's going to be a very busy, sort of jam-packed, changing, life-changing, altering sort of year for oneself, a bit of a transitional year for you all the meanwhile. So a push at certain points to stop and smell the roses and just acknowledge and notice everything that's succeeding for you, okay? But we're going to break your year down into 4 quarters, naturally having 3 months within each quarter, by pulling some Mystic Mondays Tarot, and then we'll further clarify with the Light Seers Tarot as well as the Small Everyday, okay? Small Everyday Tarot, if I could even say it. So let's do some shuffling and see what we get for the first 2 quarters. Staying on track is what I'm hearing. Staying on track. I feel like you're very focused, very focused. Don't be surprised if this is a year where you have new goals come to mind, set in place. They're saying write things down because you have a lot going on. Okay, people want your attention. People drawn into your business or just opportunities flowing in for you. I feel like doors are opening, but it's just the sense again that your hard work is paying off for the first 3 months. Okay, wow. We're going to go with the King of Pentacles. Bear with me. I feel as if Spirit's saying anything that's ultra stressful or chaotic, not for you, okay? Not for you. Bear with me as I just twitched a bit. And that includes connections, okay? And so you may be pushed to in a very Queen of Swords kind of way to reevaluate who and what you should be associated with moving forward. And whoever and whatever is making you nervous, potentially as you step into the new year. Or flows towards you, not for you, okay? We need you to be feeling comfortable and in good energy, okay? We also have the Princess of Swords and the Six of Swords. I feel like you're learning more about what you need to sail away from, okay? I'm not going to take these, but I just feel like you're learning more about the type of energies that you are best suited to be surrounded by, involved with. And some of you, I feel like you're coming closer to terms or just better understanding one's life purpose at this point along your path. Or you could be reminded that a specific business you're running or a job that you have at hand is absolutely tied up into, intertwined with your life purpose. The Princess of Swords again. I just feel like you could be pushed to remember that you're a leader at heart, okay? That you're an example once again. And it doesn't have to necessarily be through your job or your business, but it could be. But I feel like in certain ways, you're this King of Swords energy in the first half of the year, where your knowledge, your wisdom, your talents, your experience is shining for all to see. And you're being reminded you have what it takes knowledge-wise to leave a situation behind and embrace something better for oneself, paired with your intuition, right? If that applies to your situation. Because I feel like in the first half of the year, some of you are acquiring a new job or a new expansion for your business. You could be being given a new business idea from Spirit. I feel like I need to cleanse my energy again. But yeah, don't be surprised when a lot of knowledge intake is taking place. And I feel like you're helping other people in certain ways in the first half of the year. Let's cleanse again and proceed. But you can see we got the 9 of Cups for the second quarter. But I really do feel as if the months of January, February, and March, you're looking good. You're feeling good. You're prospering because you're confident, because again, your hard work is paying off. You're seeing things that you've been working on foundation wise and just building it from the ground up, helping something or multiple situations thrive and grow. Once again, you're seeing success due to all of that. Okay, let's pull for each one from the light seers. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, a very, very independent vibe about you in these first 3 months of the year. And I feel like there's this push to keep the hope alive at certain points, but in certain ways, due to your actions, changes you've implemented, or are the success you're acquiring and won with at this time, you're helping other people in certain ways keep the hope alive in their situation. But it feels like you start the year, they're saying hit the ground running, okay? Very motivated underneath it all and just looking to achieve more and more and more, right? No stopping, Gemini, at this point, but again, we do need you to stop and smell the roses and admire all that's succeeding at this time, because it's this feeling that you may miss a detail at certain points, and that gratitude is going to help you manifest more and more. But I sense that with the messages coming out, you're just very, very hungry for more success. It's this feeling that you see your business grow and then it makes you want more, right? Or you see oneself succeed at your job or in the category of love and romance and you want more, right? And that's absolutely okay, and you deserve it. You deserve more, but just pace yourself. We don't need you burning oneself out all the meanwhile. But we have the Eight of Wands for the Nine of Cups. Let's pull some small everyday tarot before we further speak upon each one. And then we're going to pull one for the middle of both for the first half of the year in general. We have the Judgment card. I feel like in the midst of you reaching for your independence, success, I want to say financial comfort, and even more success when it comes to love, but it feels like your career and money will take more of a focus in the first 3 months of the year. There's levels of honesty, okay? Getting your voice out there for your work when it comes to advice flowing towards other people. You will be viewed as somebody who just knows what they're talking about in certain ways. But look at this. And then we have Justice for the middle. Bear with me as I adjust this. But it just feels like with the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Star card, the months of April, May, and June highlight a wish fulfillment coming to be. Now, given this does have a heart, kind of a lovey-dovey vibe going on, it could be in the category of love and romance, right? In one way, shape, or form. I feel like for some it's a commitment with a specific somebody, even if you haven't met them stepping into this year. But I really do feel like it is another set of months where there's so much communication taking place. People feeling drawn to your good looks, your energy, your vibe, the level of independence and success that's seeping from your pores at this point. And I just feel like there's a focus on your dreams, your goals, your wishes. As this specific wish fulfillment, even if it's not in love and romance, it could be that perfect dream job for oneself or a dream living situation. There's something you desire at one point, even if it's continuing into the new year. It's the months of April, May, and June where this wish fulfillment comes to comes to be. But I do feel as if this inspires other people, okay, to follow their dreams, to not give up on acquiring their own wish fulfillments. But Spirit's saying, so this happening, right? You acquiring this ideal situation for oneself, your cup being filled up. What else do you want? What else do you want, Gemini? Because it's this feeling that you can, again, manifest and acquire, even co-create to an extent, whatever it is you truly desire. It's this feeling that people are viewing you as a star in these 3 months. And I want to say the first half of the year in general. And that's helping you gain more success, more, advice from the spiritual realm, support in that sense. But I just feel like all the meanwhile, you're gaining levels of justice because you're just becoming more of who you're meant to be in this lifetime. And I feel like you're not settling for less, okay? I do feel like being drawn to this reading, even if you're not empathic per se, energy does affect you as I purposely stumble on my words. And so you need to cleanse your energy, Steer clear of who and what, once again, is making you a bit nervous or just isn't helping you thrive energy wise. Okay. There's a very Seven of Wands vibe written all over this spread so far, where you do need to, in the midst of being busy and seeing things work out in your favor, being shown the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor, you need to protect your energy, your high vibe. Okay. It's going to make the world of a difference when it comes to what you're wishing to see even more successful at this time. But I feel like the possibilities are endless for you at this time, and that's being reminded to you in so many different ways. Okay. And I really do feel like people are seeing you as somebody who's meant to go places, to reach new heights. But it all starts with how you set the tone. Okay. And I feel like at this point along your path, you know your worth, your value, and you're setting the tone when it comes to connections, work, your business, right? When it comes to a living situation, even. And so Spirit's saying, again, with the good looks you have, okay, the skill sets, the talent, the success coming to be, what else does Gemini want? You don't need to rush in regards to figuring that out, or you may already know, but it just feels like you don't need to settle for less at this point along your path, and you can just reach for the stars. That's the vibe. You can reach for the stars. I also feel like in this first half of the year, there is a bit of a highlight, especially towards the months of May and June. There's a focus on you needing to fill up your own cup, take care of oneself more so, right? Nourish oneself in order to pour into the cup of others, okay? In order to see other areas of your life continuing to thrive, okay? Because your helpful nature comes into play. Let's clear the board and pull for the second half of the year. Take your time and do it well is what I'm hearing. Take your time and do it well. There's absolutely no need to rush. Even if other people, like customers, clientele, boss figures, authority figures, or the feeling in one, if not multiple situations makes you feel like you should be rushing, don't give in. What do we have for July, August, and September? The Three of Pentacles. Again, as you trickle into the second half of the year, you are being noticed, my friend. And I'm hearing connecting the dots. It feels like things become more illuminated, just more so clear for oneself. Aha kind of moments, right? This needs to happen in order for this to happen. This divine delay happened or is happening for this reason, and potentially this reason. Do you see what I'm saying? It feels like things start to become more clear for oneself. And you're being noticed for somebody who comes up with creative solutions like that. We have the Two of Pentacles. And we also have the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, speaking upon you continuously, even when you're not in the mood, watering your business, project, job, hobby, and seeing things successful all the meanwhile. I also feel like you're tidying up, especially in the second half of the year, adjusting your home situation. We're switching that up in order to see oneself feeling more comfortable, at ease. A cleansed space that can be taken in more than one way keeps one's mind flowing in a effortless manner. Okay, clear thinking. So let's space these out. I do feel like you're going to be feeling less speedy in the second half of the year for whatever reason. It's this feeling where you, it could be more than one reason as to why, but your speed moving forward slows down just slightly or a lot. Anyways, you still will accomplish a ton. Let's see here. Pull from the light seers for each one. Taking charge and doing it well. Wow, bear with me. Falling onto the ground. Yeah, I feel like some of you are being pushed to reflect upon a past tower moment or multiple in regards to what you're dealing with at this time to begin the second half of the year. You could find oneself experiencing an ending that is just on point with moving you towards more of what you're meant for, okay? Given your wants, needs, and just you as an individual changing at this point along your path. But we have the Wheel of Fortune to come out to clarify that Three of Pentacles. Again, speaking upon July, August, and September. And so naturally, I feel as if these 3 months, you see multiple wheels turning in your favor. So stepping into the beginning months, the first half of the year, when you see things prospering, succeeding, you see oneself changing through it all. It's as if even more of that is taking place because of your ability to adapt, to change, to make the best. There's more of which in the second half of the month. Second half of the year. Does that make sense? And I really do feel as if you are being pushed to remember that with all of this attention, with things thriving, the wheels turning in your favor, and you feeling even a push at a certain point to take a gamble, to take a risk that will pay off in your favor, you need to remember what's not meant for you. If that's more in regards to making a change, cutting something out to make room for better for oneself, healthier even, or it could be more in regards to you just, again, attracting in opportunities, options, doors opening for you. And I feel like even in the category of love and romance for a lot. So you need to intuitively trust oneself in regards to what doesn't feel right or who doesn't feel right for you, and just solidify in one's mind and just make the right choice for oneself. Let's pull for the Two of Pentacles. You know what's best for you is what I'm hearing. You know what's best for you. And I feel like it's a very spiritually connected second half of the year where you will have a better sense of what's going to transform and change for you moving forward due to that. I feel like Spirit's even going to communicate with you through your dreams. Now, I do feel like the last 3 months of the year, October, November, December, entail a bit of a balance act, okay? A balancing act, if I could even say it, where you're weighing things out for oneself. Again, decisions to be made, but it may feel like you are just trying to balance out the areas of your life. Again, it is a year where money and career takes a huge focus for you naturally. But I do feel like love and romance and friends, family, all of which do play a role, okay? And so Spirit's saying in these last 3 months of the year, let's re-implement a level of balance in regards to how we're watering those areas, okay? But we have the Magician here. And so naturally I feel like you are manifesting like a machine, like a boss, in the last 3 months of the year. And again, another infinity symbol, being reminded the possibilities are endless for you as a Gemini at this point along your path. And if you look here, another one, that's 3 so far, okay? So there's no need to fret in regards to what you still desire at this point along your path. I just feel like there's this vibe about the end of the year where you put a magical touch on anything you decide to continue or begin bring to your existence, interesting, to manifest into your external reality, okay? I'm now hearing a colorful way of being, The 6 of Cups, because I do feel like towards the end of the year, you're going to find oneself doing some important reflecting, potentially looking back at even, I want to say 2022, and this year as a whole, 2023, and asking oneself, what could I have done differently? And I feel as if there's not going to be much you could have done differently because you're making wise choices for oneself. And again, you're seeing your efforts pay off and things work in your favor. It's a time to shine is now what I'm getting. It's a time to shine. Let's pull some cards to further clarify. The Judgment card again. Ask oneself, why are things working out in my favor more so in comparison to 2022 or even the previous years? I think you'll easily come up with the answer or answers. They want the Judgment card again. It's this continuation of you, even in different ways, getting your voice out there. A reminder that you are angelically, spiritually connected and protected at this point along your path. And I feel like any levels of vulnerability taking place on your part when it comes to July, August, and September, paying off, or even previous to those 3 months, okay? But I do feel like you are seeing oneself taking things to the next level and feeling once again the push from Spirit to take a risk, okay? Any gambles you do make at this point, luck is on your side, my friend. Luck is on your side. But I'm now hearing mountains to overcome, okay? So it's this feeling that you're being reminded things are working in your favor. The wheels are churning. Your mind is churning in a very creative, successful way. But it's not to say your path moving forward isn't going to involve certain mountains to climb, to overcome certain strategies needing to be implemented to overcome these obstacles, right? Or just to see oneself achieve with more ease. But Spirit's saying you have that King of Swords sort of knowledge, wisdom, experience that can be put to use to see oneself do that, in the way you need to, okay? But I really do feel as if some of you drawn to this reading are spiritual workers, and that just, it's a given that your path is going to involve a lot of obstacles as you move forward, okay? But I do feel as if the last 3 months of the year, absolutely a highlight on your intuition, your ability to manifest, and your spiritual connection all the meanwhile, okay? And how with all 3 of those combined, you can literally, again, see what you desire come to be. It's one wish fulfillment after the next as you get ready to wrap up this year. And you're seeing oneself excited for 2024, okay? I really do feel as if you are seeing oneself reflecting on certain endings and new beginnings, rewinding back and seeing everything is so damn purposeful, okay? The 6 of Wands. So the second half of the year highlights all of the victorious attention you're receiving for, again, the changes you've made and are making at this time, for your business or your job growth, success, for a significant financial increase throughout this year, I want to say, and some of you for the winning of money, if that's the kind of gambling or risk you're taking in those 3 months of, again, July, August, and September. But I feel like the year as a whole reminds you that luck is more so on your side at this point in comparison to the past, and moving forward, absolutely. But I just feel like you are honoring who you're becoming at this point along your path, and needing to, again, protect your inner peace and your energy all the meanwhile, regardless of the type of individual you are. I'm not really sure why it came out that way. Again, as things come together, as things fall into place for your very 4 of Wands vibe, and you feel quite victorious, keep the motivation alive, but approach what you desire in a balanced way. And remember, because you're so intuitive and you can manifest with ease, and you have the backing up of the spiritual realm all the meanwhile, you don't need to force it to see what you desire come to be. It's a year that reminds you and other people of just that, okay? And so as you get ready to wrap up the year, don't be surprised when you feel such a sunny vibe about your life, your surroundings, because you're attracting in who and what's meant for you at this time, and you're seeing oneself glowing, shining because of the success that's coming to be, okay? I feel like by the end of this year, you'll have a better sense of what you desire and who and what's actually healthy and right for you at this point along your path. And so therefore you can continuously adjust and make certain cleaning up efforts, if you will, okay? And therefore things will thrive even more so for you moving forward. It's a year to be a Gemini because, again, you're glowing and thriving in the midst of so much success, so much prosperity, and being reminded by the spiritual realm time and time again, if you want it, it's yours. So what do you want, Gemini? All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your year, and I'll definitely see you next time.